All right, welcome to this daily sidereal forecast for Tuesday, June 30th. My name is Athen. So we've got a full moon coming up tomorrow in Sagittarius, conjuncting up to Pluto. And so finishing up today is the moon in Ophiuchus all day today, which is all about healing. It's all about understanding more about our human selves, our human existence, if you will. And one thing about today is that the moon is going to be opposing up to Mercury and squaring up to the ruler of Ophiuchus, Chiron. So what that's signifying is, I think, an importance of bringing in the mental energies into the mix. You know, Mercury with an opposition, it's important we bring that into it. So wanting to learn, wanting to figure out, wanting to analyze a little bit more these spiritual things or these deeper things in our life. And that's usually the case anyways with Ophiuchus, because ruled by Chiron, you know, this is what it's about. It's about learning more about ourselves is when we're able to do healing. And this is seen too, like with doctors who do a diagnosis based on the information that they gather. They always ask questions before the diagnosis, gathering the facts and understanding and analyzing it to see what the cure is or what the remedy is. So it's a lot like that. But it can be with us, it can be with relationships, it can be with our work, it can be with any area of life. But in general, I think today, just being open to wanting to accept, embrace, have that compassion, have that full 100%, acceptance, embracing of these human aspects of self, because Ophiuchus is the serpent bearer, which bears the serpent, which is the very physical aspects of self. And it's through that will be, the transmutation, the transformation, which astrologically speaking will be in the evening time when the moon goes over that galactic center and into into Sagittarius, where we're going to have that full moon tomorrow conjuncting up to Pluto. So it's going to be a very transformative full moon, I feel like. Positive and optimistic, especially when we're wanting that change. Wanting change is a very important factor to this. But I think from this, watery energy that we've been working with for the past, since yesterday and today, we'll be laying that foundation for that transformation, which will then facilitate that expansive, open understanding of life path, of philosophy, of spirituality, and everything else Sagittarius related. Excuse me. So let's go and look at the transits for today. So we've got this conjunction between Venus and Jupiter in the sky. It's been ongoing and it's going exact in the evening time. For those of us in the States, very early 0:30:50 in the AM tomorrow, Eastern Standard Time. But this will be a very exact day with those. And the moon is forming aspects up to it. We're really activating it. So I think this is going to take the forefront. This is all about that expansion and optimism and possibilities, especially to mix things up with the trine up from Uranus in regards to our self-expression, the things we consider fun, playful, the things we're passionate about, our creativity, all these things that are seen from Leo, which is simply the enjoyment of life. So all of that is certainly being activated today, and I would really recommend it in that balanced way, of course, and mixing it up even too, which is that trine up from Uranus, reminding us to see the different side of our values, learning more about our values, learning more about relationships, and all of that facilitating these possibilities and optimism about those particular areas. So that's going to be the highlight, especially like I said with the moon activating it. The moon will be opposing up to Mercury here today, reminding us to have balance with the intellectual and communication side of things, not going to any extreme, not going all into the watery energy of Ophiuchus, and not going all into the mental energies of Taurus, which is the material stuff, or the communicating on that level. Finding that balance, and I think wanting to see and understand more about the spiritual stuff is a good way to anchor that, and also to trust and flow and perhaps even accept a lot of the material stuff we might be thinking about today as well, will be an important way to balance this energy. And then when the moon is trining up to that conjunction with Venus and Jupiter, we'll be squaring up to Chiron, reminding us that if any healing is to take place today, in a grounded in a way that is about, flow, and it has that, ease about it, will be because we want it, will be because we have that intent, which is all about the square energy. So bringing conscious awareness and just being aware of healing today, especially about the watery energies, which is Chiron in Pisces right now at the moment, will be a very important consideration in the evening time. But other than that, I think the Venus conjuncting up to Jupiter and gearing up for this full moon here tomorrow are going to be the emphasis. So with Ophiuchus, acceptance, embracing, in many ways having that compassionate, which is really the core of, the center of the galaxy, so to speak, which is embracing all aspects of self, all aspects of life, which then transmutes and goes into a very optimistic, expansive, and just overarching view of life, which is Sagittarius, which helps us see things for how they are from the spiritual perspective, which is where we're going to have change, where we're going to want change perhaps, and that'll be further facilitating that as well. So have a nice day today. I'll talk to you all tomorrow for the full moon. If you have any questions, please let me know, and I'll see you then.